Thank you, Chip. Well, you can save a bundle on back-to-school shopping this weekend.
Nobody loves tax-free weekend more than consumer reporter Steve Noviello, but you got to be careful.
You do have to be careful. Good morning, guys. That tax-free holiday is officially underway. It lasts until midnight Sunday night, or really Monday morning, actually. And really, let's put this in perspective. While consumers will save about $74 million in state and local sales tax during the course of this weekend, it's about $8 for every $100 that you're spending. So that's what the savings are going to look like. So all the regular rules still apply. You should stick to the budget. You should try to pay in cash. Now, it's a process that actually starts with the price point. Qualifying items need to be less than $100 each in order to qualify for that state sales tax exemption. And that's the current selling price. So you'll see a lot of retailers this weekend are really going to be aggressive with their sales to make sure that their items meet that mark. The current selling price has to be less than $100. So if something was $150 and now is on sale for $90, it's going to qualify for that tax break if the item itself qualifies. Speaking of which, a lot of us talk about this holiday and things of back to school, school uniforms, school supplies and whatnot, but there are also some other items on there that may surprise you. Things, Lauren, for example, diapers included this weekend. You've got the new baby at home. Diapers are included, which is a great deal.
Nice.
Things like baby bibs and baby clothes, even suspenders for folks out there. Now, we talked about people really putting things on sale to get down under $100. The folks here at Walmart are actually taking things one step farther. They have started their back to school rollbacks now with the sales tax weekend, which is actually a week earlier than it was last year. So you're going to find great deals in the store now through back to school. For example, backpacks starting at only $4.88 or 25 cents for a pack of crayons, 50 cents for glue. We're told that they've got all the hot trends and stuff for back to school, and they're anxious to have shoppers here. One of the commitments they are making to consumers this year is that if it is found on a back to school supply list, this one's from Dallas, for example, they have a special team in place to make sure that items listed that are required for your kids to get back into the classroom will be in stock at their stores. Coming up in the next hour of Good Day, we're taking your tax-free questions. A lot of folks want to know exactly how does this work. You've come up with some pretty interesting points. We're going to get the answers out on the air. In the meantime, if you've got a question of your own, you can find me on Facebook. A link to my fan page right now, myfoxdfw.com. Now, in the last half hour, we invited folks to sound off on my Facebook fan page and ask a few questions, and I'm pretty impressed. You guys actually have some pretty good ones. Starting with this right here, Regina Williams-Schulter, she comments, I avoided it. Simply isn't worth dealing with all of the craziness. Well, here's a great tip for you folks. You don't have to come to the store to take advantage of Texas tax-free weekend. Online purchases are also eligible for the tax savings. Julia Bailey says, how do stores treat coupons during tax-free weekend? Really good question. For example, if you're at the store and you're looking at a pair of shoes and they're $110 and you've got a $20 off coupon, well, guess what? That $20 is taken off the top. Technically, you're being charged $90 for those shoes, so they become tax-free because they are underneath that $100 threshold. Mike Fanis wants to know, do I get a tax break on layaway? Now, here's the interesting part about layaway. There's actually two ways to do it. If you put something on layaway this weekend, it will be, and it qualifies for the tax exemption, you get the exemption. You don't necessarily have to pick it up this weekend. So even if you make that full payment at a later date, putting it on layaway this weekend gives you the tax exemption. Conversely, if you put something on layaway months ago and you've got the cash to pay for it, now is a good time to, because if you pick up that layaway during the course of this tax-free weekend and your items qualify, you'll save on the sales tax. Keep the questions coming. You can sound off right now on my Facebook fan page. You'll find a link to it, myfoxdfw.com. And Texas tax-free shopping weekend is officially underway. I'm Steve Noviello. How to maximize your savings, no crowds required. A live report next.